Hi guys, DCRS here. I'll be doing another deck profile for today. This time with my March 2013 Mask Hero deck profile. Okay, now for the monsters. Time to get stuck into it. I run one Stratos, because Stratos is Stratos, and you can only run one of them. Also, I run two Prismas for this deck. Prisma is the, well, I guess you could say the card that helps the most out of this deck, because what it does is you can reveal one of your fusion monsters and send one of its materials to the graveyard and becomes that material name. But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't really use it for a name, but I use it just for milling. As for its targets, well, milling purposes, I run two Ocean and one Woodsman. Ocean has a neat ability. When it's on the field and during your standby phase, when this card's on the field, you can target one hero monster in your an Elemental HERO monster. Actually, no, one hero monster to be honest, in your graveyard or on the field, and send it back to the hand. It's pretty neat, and Woodsman it's pretty much in there for milling. And plus it's an Earth target for Master Hero, so you can summon out your Master Hero Earth monsters. I also run two Bubbleman. Bubbleman is the, well, it's a special summon, I guess. Also, Bubbleman has a neat ability. When it's the only card in your hand, you can special summon it onto the field. Also, if it's the only card on the field, and basically if it's the only card on the field, and you have no cards in your hand, you can draw two cards. So it's pretty good. I also run one Ice Age. Ice Age has a pretty neat ability as well. You can discard one card to attack your opponent directly. And yeah, when it does the damage, you can select one set spell or trap card that your opponent controls and destroy it. It's pretty good. I also run two Voltics. Voltic is the MVP of the deck, I guess, because for the Hero Gate type of combos, you just attack, and if one of your Voltics are in the banish area, special summon that Voltic when it does damage, and then if that Voltic does damage, you can special summon another hero. It's pretty neat, and yeah, that's pretty much why I run it. I also run for the hand traps two Veilers and one Honest. Veiler is the effect negation of a monster during your opponent's turn, main phase, and Honest is a light booster. So yeah, it gains the attack of the attacking monster. So yeah, it's pretty good. As for the spells, I run two Emergency Calls and one R.O.T.A. Emergency Call adds a Elemental Hero from your deck to your hand, and R.O.T.A, Reinforcement of the Army, or it's R.O.T.A to be honest, for short, adds one level 4 lower warrior type monster from your deck to your hand. So it's pretty neat. I also run, for the field spells, I run not one, but two Fusion Gates, and also one Terraforming. Terraforming is used to search out quicker, and also it's one card less from your, it basically thins your deck out pretty much by one card, and also, yeah, so it allows you to draw your spell cards quicker, or trap cards depending on what you play. As for the other fusions, for the MVP fusions, I run three Miracle Fusions. Miracle Fusion is, if you have, basically it's a fusion card. If you have, basically confuse your heroes on the field and in the graveyard to special summon one Elemental Hero fusion type monster. That's pretty good. And yeah, that's why I run it. And also you can top deck it quite a lot if you mill or thin out your deck quite a bit, which I usually draw from time to time. Also, I run two Super Polymerizations. Super Polymerization is the, well, pretty much the MVP of this deck, I guess, because when it's played, when it's activated, you have to discard one card, and also those materials those targets have been, well, those two cards that are being used for any type of monsters that are being used for the fusion are sent to graveyard, and also no nothing can respond to its activation, so it's pretty much unstoppable until the monster pops out. Yeah, it's pretty good. I also run 2 Master Change. Master Change is used for this deck. It's the Master Hero type of build. And yeah, you would run Master Change. I run about 2 Master Change, but you can actually run 3 if you want. But I run about 2. And also for the draw power, I run 2 Pot of Dualities. Duality is the cards, is basically a searcher. You don't really do, well, it doesn't really hurt the deck as much for special summoning, but yeah, it does quite a bit. It also allows you to set up plays for other stuff as well. Also, I run 1 Book of Moon for mooning, 1 Dark Hole for blowing up the field of monsters, 1 Heavy Storm for destroying all back rows, and 1 Monster Reborn to reborn a monster. That's all my spell cards. And now for the traps. For the mirror traps, I run 1 Mirror Gate and 2 Mirror Forces. Mirror Gate basically is broken in a way if you have an Elemental Hero on your field. When you control an Elemental Hero, when your opponent tries to attack your Elemental Hero, you can activate this trap, this one, and what it does is both monsters are switch controlled. Their control is switched, and also the power continues. From what I've researched for the rulings for Mirror Gate is, if both monsters are not on the field at the time they are done battling, then during the end phase you can actually keep that monster. So if it's a stronger monster that your opponent used to attack you, you can actually keep that monster for the remainder of the duel, or the remainder of the time it's on the field. So yeah, and Mirror Force is Mirror Force. It destroys all monsters in attack mode that try to attack you. As for the other traps, I run 2 Torrential Tributes. Torrential Tribute is basically a Dark Hole trap. When a monster is summoned onto the field, you can destroy all monsters on the field. It's pretty good. And also for the Solemn Duo, I run Judgment and Warning. Solemn Duo. No explanation needed, because everyone knows what the Solemn does. Now, for the extra deck, I run 3 Shinings. Oops. Shining is pretty much the most used hero on this in hero decks, because it's the most light type Omni hero, since there are a lot of light types, and also it gains 300 attack for each element hero that's banished. Also, when it's destroyed and sent to graveyard, you can target 2 of your elemental heroes that are banished and return them to your hand. As for the other hero fusions, Omni fusions, I run 2 Absolute Zeros. Whoops, sorry. Shook the camera. Absolute Zero basically is a field, well, your opponent field nuke, basically. When it leaves the field, it destroys all your opponent's monsters. So, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how it basically gets removed on the field, anyway, it basically activates its effect. Except when it's set, just to let you know. Also, for the other ones, for the other Omnis, I run 1 Gaia, 1 Nova Master, 1 Great Tornado, and finally, the Dark Omni Hero, the Elemental Hero Escuado. Escuado? I think that's how you pronounce it. Escuado for dark in Spanish. So yeah, Escuado is now legal in Australia, and I can finally use it. So yeah, it's pretty good, which I like. And for the Prisma target, for the extra deck, I use Terraforming. Basically, mill its materials. Also for the Master Heroes, for the water targets, I run Acid and 2 acid actually, and 1 Vapor. Vapor cannot be destroyed by card effects, except it can only be destroyed by battle. And Acid, basically when it's Master Change summoned, it destroys all your opponent's spell and traps. So yeah, it's pretty good. And finally, for the Earth Master, I run Dian. I don't run Goka because it's mainly for beat stick build purposes, so I only run Dion. And also for the extra deck, I run one Utopia for Utopia. Everyone runs Utopia to basically stall out your opponent. So yeah, that's pretty much my hero deck for 2013 March, or in a way, whenever. So yeah, this is my hero deck. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for my next deck profile videos or something like that. Alright, see ya, bye.
Magic, magic, the magic, the soul.